If you've ever opened LatencyMon while gaming or streaming, chances are you've seen ACPI.sys at the very top of the latency chart. This system driver handles communication between your CPU, motherboard, and Windows power management. But here's the problem. ACPI.sys loves to spike DPC latency, which means stutters in games, audio crackles, and even random frame drops. The good news, these spikes can be tamed. Today I'll walk you through 5 powerful but safe tweaks in Windows Device Manager, Registry, and Power settings that cut ACPI overhead and stabilize performance. Before we begin, make a system restore point, Win+R, System Properties Protection.exe. Update your chipset drivers, Intel ME or AMD chipset packages. Outdated ACPI tables in BIOS or drivers cause half these problems. Then, let's jump into the steps.
Step 1. Fix ACPI in Device Manager. By default, Windows installs a generic ACPI driver under the System Devices section, which can cause some issues on gaming PCs, leading to poor performance and lag. To fix this, press Win+X and select Device Manager from the menu. Next, expand the System Devices section. Look for the following entries: Microsoft ACPI-Compliant Control Method Battery. Note, on desktops, this might not be listed. Microsoft ACPI-Compliant System. For desktops, where you don't need battery reporting, right-click on Microsoft ACPI-Compliant Control Method Battery and choose Disabled Device. Disabling this will prevent Windows from constantly polling for battery sensors that aren't even there, helping to reduce latency spikes that can occur when the system checks for a battery that doesn't exist. For laptops, keep this setting enabled, but make sure your drivers are up to date through your OEM or original equipment manufacturer. Outdated ACPI battery drivers can trigger unnecessary system interrupts that may negatively impact your system's performance. Once you've made these changes, restart your PC and then run LatencyMon again. Many users report that the ACPI.sys latency drops significantly after completing just this step.
Step 2. Registry tweaks for power management. ACPI-sys spikes are often tied to excessive power state switching, especially when Windows aggressively moves CPU cores in and out of various C states, idle states. This constant switching can result in high DPC, deferred procedure call load, which can negatively impact your system's performance, especially during gaming or high-performance tasks. To fix this, we'll tweak some registry settings. Start by opening the Registry Editor. Press Win+R, type regedit, and hit Enter. Now, navigate to the following registry path. Once you're there, look for the following DWORD entries. If they aren't already present, you can create them yourself. CsEnabled, set this to 0. This setting disables connected standby, which is primarily used on laptops and tablets. On desktops, disabling this can reduce unnecessary ACPI background activity, improving overall system responsiveness. You may also see attributes under subkeys like power settings. This setting controls whether certain hidden power options will appear in the Advanced Power Options menu. You can adjust it like this. For example, navigate to. This lengthy registry path corresponds to a setting for processor idle disable. Here, change the attributes value from 1 to 0. After making these changes, restart your PC. Upon reboot, you'll notice new options available in the Advanced Power Options panel. These additional settings will allow you to disable CPU parking and fine-tune unnecessary C states, which we'll tackle in Step 3.
Step 3. Advanced Power Plan Tuning. Now that we've unlocked hidden power settings through the registry tweak in Step 2, we can take things a step further by creating a custom power plan that minimizes ACPI interrupts, reducing system latency. First, open Control Panel and go to Power Options. From there, either select the High Performance plan, or you can create a new custom plan if you prefer. Click on Change Plan Settings, then click Change Advanced Power Settings. Now we'll adjust several key settings to fine-tune the power management. Processor power management, minimum processor state Set this to 100%. Processor idle disable set to enabled. This will only be visible if you've done the registry tweak from step 2. This setting disables deeper C states that are typically managed by ACPI.sys. By turning this off, you stop the system from constantly switching between various idle states, reducing interrupt-related latency. PCI Express link state power management set to off. This prevents PCIe devices, like your GPU or other expansion cards, from triggering ACPI-based ASPM, or Active State Power Management interrupts, which can sometimes introduce latency spikes. USB settings, USB Selective Suspend set to disabled. Disabling USB Selective Suspend ensures that USB devices don't wake up unnecessarily, which can cause interrupts routed through ACPI.sys, affecting system responsiveness. After applying these settings, click Apply and then OK. This step alone can transform LatencyMon results. Instead of spiking into thousands of microseconds, you'll often see ACPI.sys cut down by 50 to 80%.
Step 4. Disable dynamic tick and idle timer drift. Windows uses a feature called dynamic tick to save power when the system is idle. This feature works alongside ACPI, but unfortunately it can cause irregular interrupts, which often show up as DPC, Deferred Procedure Call, spikes. These spikes can negatively impact performance, especially for gaming or latency-sensitive tasks. We can disable dynamic tick and adjust related settings to minimize these interruptions. Here's how to do it. Open Command Prompt as Administrator. You can do this by searching for CMD in the Start menu, right-clicking on it, and selecting Run as Administrator. In the Command Prompt window, run the following commands. Disable dynamic tick, yes. This command prevents Windows from batching ACPI timer calls when idle, reducing unnecessary interrupts that lead to DPC spikes. Use platform tick, yes. This forces Windows to use a consistent timer source, preventing it from bouncing between ACPI and TSC, timestamp counter, which can cause timing irregularities and latency. TSC sync policy enhanced. This setting syncs CPU timer cores more tightly, reducing input lag and making the system more stable. After running the commands, restart your PC for the changes to take effect. What to do if something goes wrong? If for any reason the system doesn't behave as expected, or you want to revert these changes, you can undo them by running the following commands in Command Prompt as Administrator. Step 5. Verify and fine-tune with LatencyMon. After applying all these changes, let's confirm ACPI.sys is no longer a problem. Download and run LatencyMon if you haven't already. Play a game or run audio or video for at least 10 minutes. Watch the Drivers tab. ACPI.sys should now show much lower execution times, typically under 0.5 milliseconds. If something else jumps to the top, like NDIS.sys or USBport.sys, you know ACPI.sys is fixed and you can tackle the next bottleneck. Optional fine-tuning. If you're on laptops, go back to Device Manager and then Batteries and right-click Microsoft AC Adapter and test disabling it. Some laptops have redundant ACPI.sys battery polling. If you're on desktops, also check under System Devices for things like thermal framework or platform drivers installed by Intel or AMD. Disable if non-essential.
And that's it. By controlling Device Manager ACPI devices, applying registry power tweaks, tuning your power plan, and stabilizing the system timer, you've effectively stopped ACPI.sys spikes. This means no more random DPC latency causing game stutters. Audio crackles and LatencyMon should disappear. Your CPU, GPU now run without ACPI constantly waking them up. This is one of those hidden fixes that Microsoft never talks about, but once you apply it, you'll feel the difference instantly in smoother frame times and cleaner audio. If this guide helped, hit like, drop your LatencyMon results in the comments, and subscribe for more real optimization guides, not fluff.